in their step. You see the players moving around with purpose. And, well, they can sense that there is an opening here in this big game. That's the UAE dugout. There will be some nerves there, some butterflies. They know if they can't secure a win here, it's the end of their dreams to get to the global qualifiers. So a lot riding on this.
I can tell you, aside from the Nepal dugout here at the Third Cricket Ground, who else is going to be happy? It's going to be the Nepal family. They're not here in person, but they're watching every ball, no matter what the size of the screen. They'll be on the edge of their seats now.
That's driven down the ground by Hochandani. She's looked very good since she's walked out there to bat, picking up from where she left off yesterday against Thailand. She fought valiantly in that defeat to Thailand. But she's got another opportunity here today to do something special for her team and for her country. Lavanya Kenny, who's looked good as well. But you'll have to say UAE in a slight spot of bother here with just under 7 overs to go, 71 on the board. A shot played into the leg side, back with a square. That's going to be a boundary. Will it get there? Yes, it will. And Lavanya Kenny showing no signs of slowing down. Has put up another boundary for herself and for her team. UAE reached along to 75 for 2.
And he gets into the double digits. That short output of sorts found the gaps to absolute perfection there. Rajmati has done well so far. First, this youngster happens to be the sister of Nepali women's. The Nepal men's team stalwart, the famous Singari, cricketing pedigree, she's bringing into this women's team.
Into the offside. Position.
The famous Singari is, of course, one of the up-and-coming stars of the post-Paras Kharka generation in the highly followed men's international cricket circuit.
Change of pace there from Irie.
Our brother, sister duo in cricket. We had a few in the Joyces. And now, of course, flying the airy flag high is Rajmati here, taking out Isha Oza.
Oh, hit straight back. Chance for a run out. She's in. Umpire in very good position there to make that decision.
Shivani Mishra there. Part-time teacher, part-time umpire, and full-time on the money.
We've covered a few inspiring stories of this tournament, of the players, their backgrounds, and, well, what an occasion it is here for these two teams to step up and into the spotlight. That's uppishly played. A lot is riding on this game, and it's still pretty evenly poised at the end of the 14th over.
हेलो साथीहरु जुनसुकै क्रिकेट फुटबलको म्याचहरु आफ्नो मोबाइलमा फुल एचडी क्वालिटीमा लाइभ हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने आफ्नो मोबाइलमा भएको गुगल अकोरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मज्जाले हेर्नुस् है त गुगल अकोरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मज्जाले हेर्नुस् है त
has just set UAE back a little bit, but since then Lavanya Kenny and Hochandani have looked very good at steadying the ship. 6 overs to go, 36 legal deliveries. What can UAE get from here?
Manisha Kumari Upadhyay to continue. With a very tidy performance with the ball.
Oh, that's hit down the ground. There's a chance, and The skipper from Nepal, we did mention she's been going from long on to long on. Indu Barma, for that exact reason, pulls off a blinder to send the third UAE batter back to the dugout. What a phenomenal grab that was.
As far as leading from the front goes, Indu Verma is laying the market down, swooped in on that trajectory and cupped it so very nicely. Full stretch. The result, curtains for Lavanya Kenny for just 12 runs here, and clearly Nepal are cock a hoop and you.
हेलो साथीहरू, जुनसुकै क्रिकेट फुटबलको म्याचहरू आफ्नो मोबाइलमा फुल एचडी क्वालिटीमा लाइभ हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने आफ्नो मोबाइलमा भएको गुगल अकुरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुहोस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मजाले हेर्नुहोस् है त। गुगल अकुरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुहोस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मजाले हेर्नुहोस् है त।
Huddle is highly energetic and it's infectious because their leader is providing all that energy, the hype that is necessary, not just by talk but by action. And Indu Barma setting the example here for her team, for this Lady Legion from Nepal.
What a performance from Indu Barma already. As skipper, as a fielder, you need performances like this, moments of brilliance in the field to lift the energy of the side. And she's provided both strategy and the spark so far in this innings with bat and ball. And in the field, she can be that all-round three-dimensional player. But speaking of earlier, and she's making good on that promise, is Hindu Barma.
Mind you, she's got 2 overs in the bank as well. Her first 2 overs just giving away 4 runs. As Botha comes out to the middle. Michelle Botha has contributed with the ball for UAE in this tournament. Hasn't had much to do with the bat. But what a time for her to come good. Played off the back foot. Keeping the length away from Michelle Botha is Upadhyaya. There's absolutely no pace on these deliveries, Onisha.
That's where I thought UAE missed a trick yesterday against Thailand. We didn't see rest of the pitch goal except the opening over.
Once again, uppishly played, just to the leg side. Indu Verma once again, keeping it down to a single.
But a fine performance with the ball. This has been from Manisha Upadhyay, 21 years of age, playing only her 7th international match and already has gotten her 2nd wicket in the innings. Is playing her first match of the tournament, by the way. And look what she's done already.
Well, keeping an ace up their sleeve for Nepal in the form of Upadhyaya, who's taken 2 very important wickets here. The biggest of them being the UAE skipper. And now she's just tightening the screws, used to the feet there. From Hochandani, there is still hope for UAE in the form of Hochandani, who's looked good so far. She's very new to the crease, just 2 of 5 so far. Michelle Botha has also looked good.
हेलो साथीहरू, जुनसुकै क्रिकेट फुटबलको म्याचहरू आफ्नो मोबाइलमा फुल एचडी क्वालिटीमा लाइभ हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने आफ्नो मोबाइलमा भएको गुगल अकुरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुहोस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मजाले हेर्नुहोस् है त। मोबाइलमा भएको गुगल अकुरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुहोस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मजाले हेर्नुहोस् है त।
Had said that Nepal want to restrict UAE to just 100. They're well on course to doing that. So anything over that 3 mark, anything close to 110, 15 would be very difficult to chase because UAE have a good left-arm spin bowling troika under their sleeve, made up of Michelle Botha herself. You see on strike right now, and do not forget Katie Thompson, the leading wicket taker of this tournament, and Hochandani herself. So both these batters have a task on their hands in terms of trying to defend whatever score Wade goes on to put up in this crucial crunch picture in the Super 3 state of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Asia qualifier. But right now, the focus is on their other skill as bowling all-rounders, and that is going to be steering the ship with the bat and take them closer to that 3-digit mark.
Well, Sabnam Rai comes in from the far end, and look at that once again. Indu Verma goes from just under us here in the com box all the way to the other end to long off. Tell you what, the number of steps she's covered today, I'd be very interested to know. Just back of a length.
Shabnam Rai now coming back for what is her second spell. So credit to the Nepali skipper Indu Verma for mixing up her bowling personnel really well, not letting the batter settle. Tries to cut this one. Perilously close to a caught behind. Ruby Buddha should be very, very happy behind the stumps. Seeing that shot.
Judging from Sabnam Rai's reaction, oh, quite possibly an edge there.
This time connects off the back foot, that punch, bringing 1 run for Michelle Botha.
Goes very quickly to the non-strikers end, looking at Hochandani as to if we're on the same page.
Always the best way to ease the nerves, right? When you just come onto the crease, tap and run, get to the other side, and look at that wide-ish delivery. Pretty much the same line as the previous one, where it looked like she had nicked it. Both are perhaps not able to collect it, but doesn't matter. Decent start from Shabnam Rai here, senior player. Chandani muscles it into the leg side, the pull shot going all the way into the boundary, beating the fielders and getting a much needed for the UAE.
This is a very good shot in the context of this game. There's nothing too wrong with the delivery. It's pulled from outside the off stump, bisected those two fielders on the leg side boundary. Good batting from Hochandani. And UAE will need a few more of that from her.
First, 4 in the books for Hina Hochandani, had scored 32 against Thailand yesterday. Clears her front foot once again and nicely pulled away. Back-to-back fours for Hina Hochandani and some much-needed fluency in the stroke play for UAE here.
She's just toying with the field right now, Onisha. The first one she hit was well and truly in front of the wicket. This one going squarer, waited for it, rolled the wrists on it nicely, and almost in back of the square region for that second boundary. So much needed here for UAE. Hochandani is getting the job done, but it's not done just yet.
Well, you can sense the pendulum is swinging and swinging hard. Could this be the over that the fortunes turn decisively for UAE in this innings? Nicely played into the leg side. 10 of the over already. A costly 6 balls from Shabnam Rai, and that closes out the 16th over with UAE 87 for 3.
This goes to show how quickly this game can change. The pendulum swinging from one side to another. 3 batters dismissed for UAE, all 3 of them getting decent starts, best of which came from the bat of the skipper, Isha Oza, 39 of 39 for her. Tirtha Satish, well, it was a laboured innings, 21 of 32 for her. Lavanya Kenny looked good for 12 of 11, but Hina Hochandani and Michelle Botha now at the middle, trying to build a partnership and got to accelerate as well, so not easy out there.
Use of feet, pulls it, but straight to Pooja Mahato and short mid-wicket. You can see the intention being there from Hina Hochandani. Has come out with a mandate here. Not going to take up as many deliveries as she did yesterday because it's completely different phase of play, different stakes here.
But they are bowling her third over, 2 for 10 already.
Comes down the track, and place this along the carpet, finds Indo Burma at long off.
Yeah, Nepal will have to be a little bit careful here not to concede too many runs at the back end of this innings, because it can get difficult to chase.
What a moment for Michelle Botha, former South Africa emerging team player, plying her trade for the UAE here. Oh, deft touch, good running between the wickets, a single take.
हेलो साथीहरू, जुनसुकै क्रिकेट फुटबलको म्याचहरू आफ्नो मोबाइलमा फुल एचडी क्वालिटीमा लाइभ हेर्न चाहनुहुन्छ भने आफ्नो मोबाइलमा भएको गुगल अकुरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुहोस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मजाले भने आफ्नो मोबाइलमा भएको गुगल अकुरुममा गएर योनो टिभी भनेर सर्च गर्नुहोस् अनि पहिलो वेबसाइटबाट मजाले
Comes down the track, meets it on the full. Misfield from Rubina Chetri. Work to do for Indu Burma at sweeper cover. And she does really, really well to keep it to just a single run. Excellent work from the Nepal captain once again.
Absolutely. Not only is she setting the example, she's also doing the cleaning up as well. It was hit straight to extra cover. A misfield, and Indu Burma had to run around and provide that little bit more.
Oh, tried nudging this into the leg side. They have asked the question.
Umpire Shivani Mishra put under some severe pressure there. Everybody turning to her. She's very quick to say that it was not out. Not her first rodeo.
Oh, pushed onto the back foot, and the finger goes up. Upadhyay has a 3-wicket haul as UAE continue to reel under what has been a terrific performance with the ball from Nepal.
The ace up the sleeve has come good for Nepal. Young Upadhyay trapping Michelle Botha right in front of the stumps, and umpire Samad Akbar, loads of experience for him. And so I decided he doesn't need to think about that. The finger goes up almost instantaneously. And, well, UAE, well, the pendulum, I think, has swung yet again. 90 for 4 after 17. 18 legal deliveries to go. Well, a runner ball will see them get to 118.
And that would be a formidable total under the scheme of things here, given the circumstances. But what a match-defining performance this is turning out to be from Manisha Upadhyay, playing her first match of the tournament, a trump card, a talisman of sorts for Nepal. She's turning out to be a 3-wicket haul inside her first 18 balls.
A truly remarkable spell. And what a time to come good from the youngster. Well, this is a roll of the dice here. We've seen when you turn to pace in the death overs, it's usually backfired. We'll have to wait and see if Kavita Kunwar can reverse the roles, reset the trend, and get a couple of breakthroughs here, and to try and keep UAE under 110.
Shuffled across, gets an edge, beats Ruby Bodar, the wicket-keeper. Single taken by Hina Hochandani, bringing the new batter, Udeni Dona, on strike. But that has been adjudged a wide by Shivani Mishra, so no contact there whatsoever with the bat.
Well, these extras are going to be very crucial. Every run is going to add up. Goes for that tram line again. This time manages to keep it inside.
But it's a good ploy to adopt here. Keep it as wide as possible.
It's also because Udeni Dona is batting on leg stump, and it's going to have to reach to get some bat on that. Good change here once again. Well, it looked like the third was dropping down to the boundary, but instead they've brought in the fielder from the leg side.
Oh, this time it's going to be the second wide of the over, one time too many perhaps from Kavita Kunbar. If you take a look at the point and backward of point region, it's heavily packed inside the circle. 3 fielders there, including vice captain Pooja Mahato. So she's bowling to that ploy of theirs is Kavita Kunbar, Nepal's premier pace bowling all-rounder. Play miss, going for that single run, should be buys. And she's bowling at quite a clip is Kavita Kunwar. Such a standout facet of her fast bowling, because in women's cricket is not easy, especially if you're from the subcontinent, to generate pace. But here, this is proper pace bowling on display from Kavita.
Oh, absolutely. And the crunch time of the first innings.
Nicely played along the carpet by Hina Huchandani. Takes the single. They're heading close to that 20 over mark. 15 more deliveries left in UAE's bag. What can Udeni Dona and the set batter at the other end, Hina Huchandani, do?
I'm quite surprised Indu Burma has not brought herself back into the attack just yet. This is the 18th over.
Nicely played officially, but intercepted by that backward of point region fielder. We were talking about that cordon coming into play, and it does right away.
It's heavily protected. 3 fielders patrolling that region. And definitely saved a boundary there, but could not stop the single. So they'll be still quite happy with that, because at this late stage, you do not want to be conceding boundaries.
Back away, made room, evades Pooja Mahato in that cordon, backward of point region. A welcome boundary for the left-hander there.
Well, this is where Nepal perhaps missing a trick. If she's targeting that wide tram line, don't need a fielder at cow corner. You're better off sending your third down to the boundary. It's the faintest of edges there, the under edge, going all the way to the boundary. We did say Nepal will be quite happy with singles. It's the boundaries that they want to avoid.
Shuffles across, maneuvers the offside field very well this time around. Was very quick to set off for that single. Nicely done in the end by Hina Huchandani, playing a vital innings here for the UAE. On to 19 runs now of just 14 balls. And with that, UAE have brought up that much important 100 we were talking about. That should infuse some sort of relief in the UAE camp and the dugout.
Well, it's a counter punch to what Indu Burma said at the toss. And if you can get past that score, no doubt UAE would have had a score in their mind. And that would have been somewhere around the 120 mark. They could still get there. They've got 12 legal deliveries. And, well, they're up against 6 of those from a bowler who's turned the tides here single-handedly for Nepal, picking up 3 wickets.
Comes down the track, a lofted cover drive, very good looking, but brings just the single run. The ball keeps finding Indu Burma.
Or rather, Indu Burma keeps finding the ball, and given the way she's been positioning herself.
Touche, Robert. Regardless, Indu Burma would be happy that she's playing that ball magnet that she is right now, and she's doing really well in that role. Big swing of the bat, yet again, finds the Nepal captain having a very, very busy day at the office is Burma.
Hats off to her for putting her hand up, putting herself in the most crucial of positions, and willing to travel the hard yards to do it.
Chandani is castled through the gates, and that's going to be a 4-wicket haul for Manisha Upadhyay. Nepal fans, no matter where you're watching this, applaud.
Absolutely, and she's not done yet. She's still got 3 more deliveries to go. So most likely, Very good chance for a Michelle here. Take a look at that. Beating the aggressing Hojindani who's coming down the track and slowing it down enough, getting enough turn, and, well, in the end, disturbing the furniture, which needs to be rearranged now.
And that 4-wicket haul from Manisha Upadhyay is only the second 4-4 we've seen in this tournament. The first one was taken by somebody who's now part of the opposition team. Left-arm spinner Katie Thompson bagged the first 4-4 against Malaysia. And today, the stakes are much, much higher, Robert. So this performance is going to go down as one of those crucial ones that could, well, who knows, go on to fetch her the player of the tournament award if Thailand, of course, don't bring up something extraordinary, which they will, I'm sure, in their last game tomorrow against Nepal. What a performance this has been from Manisha Upadhyay. Oh, nicely swept away. And she's constantly challenging the stumps, meaning the LBW is also a possibility.
Well, this is top stuff from Upadhyay. She's bowled with clarity.
Nicely cut away, punched off the back foot, and this is going to race away to the fore. A good stroke from Udeni Dona. Found the cover fence pretty much with ease. Had so much power and muscle to that stroke.
What a good-looking shot. This one a bit quicker through the air from Upadhyay, providing that pace on the ball. Just sat back and slapped it through the offside. Again, much needed boundary. 108 for 5 at the moment. One delivery to go. Nepal have got to be cautious. The over rate is rather slow.
Oh, nicely tossed up. Played back to the bowler. End of a terrific spell from Manisha Upadhyay. A staggering 4 wickets to her tally. And she's clearly tilted the balance in Nepal's favor here. Take a bow, Manisha Upadhyay. Stepping up, and how in this crucial Super 3 fixture, as both teams eye that second and final remaining berth to make their entry into the global qualifiers of the 2026 Women's T20 World Cup. Deservedly gets a lot of pats on her back from Pooja Mahato and, of course, Irie, stationed at backward of point region. Nepal head coach Manoj Katwal would be very happy, but these last 6 balls are going to be highly crucial to change the momentum for either side.
Well, as a result of slow over rate, Nepal are penalized 1 outfielder for this final over, which means they'll only be allowed 3 boundary riders.
Nicely played, straight to the third fielder.
Who is Upadhyay, and she gets pat on the back from her teammates. Every run here, very crucial to Nepal's cause.
Good on Kavita Kanwar to persist with that 6-stump line, really. She has done that consistently since her last over. Sabine on strike. Nicely played. Should beat that backward of point cordon. Upadhyay with the chase, got in away. A much needed boundary for UAE as they up the scoring rate.
Not sure how I feel about this. Kavita Kunwar has done excellently to keep that channel around that tram line, but Nepal are insisting that they're going to have 3 fielders inside the 30-yard circle, but they've also got a deep mid-wicket in place. Don't think the batters are going to be able to hit Kavita Kunwar to deep mid-wicket with the line and length that she's bowling. So perhaps a trick missed here by Nepal. Because any bat here is going to fly through that region with the pace that Kunwar is bowling.
Oh, nicely bowled by Kavita Kunwar. Good comeback. A dot to follow up on that four. And you really need a bat the length of 2 willows to be able to fetch deliveries being bowled by Kunwar in that outside of off channel to hoik it onto the mid-wicket region. So you're absolutely spot on there, Robert. Not sure what the deep mid-wicket fielder is doing there.
Well, Miriam Sabin and could do herself a favor and instead of batting on leg stump, move over to off stump and try and get some bat on this. And they got long off, mid off in.
Oh, chipped. And it's going to be cuttings for Sabin. Riya Sharma takes her second catch of the innings. And Kavita Kunwar finally gets herself on the wickets column.
Well, Nepal deciding to bring long off into the inner ring. And Kavita Kunwar persisting with that line and length. This one a bit straighter. Straight into the hands of Riya Sharma, who makes no mistake. Well, 112 for 6. As Sabin has to depart with 2 legal deliveries to go.
Despite the flow of boundaries we've seen on the wickets, Robert, I feel this game is nicely poised. You cannot pick a favorite at this juncture. It could well go down to the wire, come the chase.
Absolutely, 19.4 overs bowled. It's still very difficult for us to say which way the pendulum is swinging because it swung both ways. And at the moment, this game is poised on a knife's edge and it could go anywhere.
Vaishnavi Mahesh on strike, record holder in world cricket with the ball. Can she spring a magic with the bat now? Shuffles across, nicely navigated, and that is going to scoot away towards the rope. Work in the deep there. Picks up an easy couple of runs, gets off strike and off the mark, does Vaishnavi Mahesh in style.
Well, looking to be innovative here with 2 deliveries to go, decides to walk across a stump. Not sure if she got anything on it. Beat the batter, beat the keeper. Yep, 2 byes was the signal.
Up goes the appeal and so does the finger. A double wicket over from Kavita Kunwar to close out this innings as UAE finish on 114 for 7. Caught plumb was Vaishnavi Mahesh. And this is good bowling being duly rewarded for Kavita Kunwar.
Well, what a start to the second Super 3 game. Nepal versus UAE. Nepal winning the toss, choosing to bowl first. A slow start from Isha Oza and Tirtha Satish. Both of them getting starts. 39 for Oza, 21 for Satish. Lavanya Kenny also getting off to a start, 12 of 11. And Hochandani providing some runs there towards the back end, 20 for her. And apart from that, not too many notable contributions. Just the 8 extras for Nepal that saw UAE get to a total of 114. It's a par total, we'd say.
7 bowlers deployed by Indu Burma, the Nepali captain. But the pick of them, of course, is Manisha Kumari Upadhyay playing her first match of the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Asia qualifier and dealing 4 crucial balls to pick up her 4-4, a well-deserved one. Could go on to prove to be a match-winning performance with the ball here from Manisha Upadhyay. But do not also forget Kavita Kunwar dealing those closing out blows in the last over, the 20th over of the innings. Eventually, UAE just managed 114, 14 more than what Indu Burma would have loved to have restricted them to. So fairly even, Stevens, from the perspective of the expectations set by these 2 teams here in the second match. A crucial do-or-die contest for both UAE and Nepal here at the ICC Women's T20 World Cup Asia qualifier. And as we head into the innings break, make sure you do join us back when we come back with live action in just a few minutes.